Hi guys, I'm Jordan with AV Nation and this is Tram Talk. Would you like to introduce yourself and what you do?
Hi, my name is Rachel St. Louis and I am owner of Rachel's Jewelry, which I have been in business since I was 8 years old. And with the profits from the business, I purchased a kit airplane and built it at the age of 14.
How long would you say it took you to build your airplane?
Well, for me, it took about 6 years because I, bought it very periodically with the profits from the jewelry. I made a deal with Bushcat, which Skyreach Bushcat. I made a deal with them that I could buy it in small kits and, periodically every year purchase another section of the kit. So it took me about 6 years or so to actually, get all of the parts and get everything compiled together.
That's really amazing though that you could take a business and use that to not only it's an aviation business, but you could use it to help you build that. What gave you the idea to build this business in the first place?
Well, actually in the first place at 8 years old, I wanted to go to Disney. And my parents said, well, if you want to go to Disney, you got to find out a way to, pay for your own ticket. We want you to learn how to pay for your own stuff and do all that. So I was like, well, I like making jewelry. I might as well go to a small hometown craft fair. And I sold out and I made enough to actually buy my Disney ticket. And then later on down the road, my dad and I were walking around and I was like, I like flying. I want to fly. I want to build my own aircraft. So since I already had the business and I was like, well, I've done this before with a small thing, why not shoot for the stars and, try and get a bigger thing. So I decided that if I can buy a Disney ticket, I should be able to buy an airplane eventually.
For sure. So where would you say from where you started to now that you've learned a lesson that definitely stands out, whether it's on the business side or the aviation side?
Oh, I've definitely learned quite a few lessons throughout this, and I think one of the major lessons that I would say is, you can't give up. After 6 years and only, once a year or maybe twice a year actually getting the parts of the airplane, doing it, and then seeing it come to a stop again, and then having to wait till the next year and doing it and seeing it come to a stop again. That was definitely a little discouraging, but you have to keep going through that and push through because eventually I did get to the point where the airplane was complete and it's a full thing and it's done and it's ready to actually go. So it's definitely just don't give up if you want to actually pursue that.
And what's a piece of advice that helped you to not give up and keep going? How did you stay motivated through that?
I stayed motivated through it definitely by the aviation community, them being so welcoming and, encouraging me every year instead of saying, oh, well, you haven't finished it yet. Instead it was, oh, I see you made progress. That's awesome. I can't wait for next year and things like that. actually encouraging me through the entire process, and that really, really helped me keep pushing through.
Yeah, I would say the aviation community is definitely like that. They'll support everyone, and that's really awesome.
Yeah.
I have one final question for you. What advice would you give to younger girls in the aviation community?
I would definitely say, don't give up. Even if it seems like this is a very male-dominated thing, and, even if sometimes people say to you, you won't make it and all that. When I was looking for aircraft to build, it was the same way. I was more discouraged because I was a young female and they didn't take me seriously. So you have to not give up and actually, stand up and show them I can not only fly, but maybe I can fly better than you, or maybe I can do this. Just keep pushing through, no matter what, no matter who says what to you.
I love that mindset so much. Well, thank you very much for this interview. Enjoy the rest of the sun and fun. And guys, go check out Rachel's jewelry. She has some really cute stuff.